Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the month of September 2023. This time I will use my usual method of readings, which is the 12 shots method. It is astrological wheel with the 12 positions, the 12 areas of life. I will use for the first step, which is the positioning of the 12 areas of life, this tarot that I'm holding on my hands, which is the light is there. This is the spellcaster's tarot. Then I will use for clarification of the two less fortunate positions in the wheel, the light seers, and I will finish with the oracle card from the twin tarot deck. Okay, so let's begin. I will do some shuffling and rifling in order to get some advice for you. And then we will speak about. So this has been a rough month with a lot of changes. We have, this is, by the way, your birthday month. And I hope this reading will be good for you. So let's see what the oracle card has to say. In the first position, which has to do with the house of Aries, which has to do with the body, and it is the gym. You have the Six of Pentacles. You are needing help in order to get on your best shape, your physical shape. On your finances, you have the King of Wands. On your communication, the Moon. And finally, on your own kindergarten, which has to do with your evolution as person, with your feelings and your inner feelings, you have the Six of Cups, which has to do with the friendship from the past. Okay, so into your body, the first house, the house of the gym, you must be helped. You must get help from someone. In order to do that, you must be honest and you must have the humility to ask for help. In your own resources house, you are very strong on yourself. You have the King of Wands, which means that you are in power of your own abilities and you will succeed. In the communication house, you have the Moon, which means that you are in a transitional mode. You are getting to a lot of phases and your communication is not open this time. You are inside yourself trying to solve your own problems as an hermit mode that is very common to you. Now, let's see the relationship cards. We have on the stage the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords on your own house, the house of the clinic, in the house of the partnership, which is also defining the firm, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords on the house of the therapist, which means treachery. Someone is not being honest with you. And let's focus on these four houses. So your perception of your public image and the way you behave towards the others, you have a Seven of Pentacles. You are building up. You are strengthening your own position. You are getting rid of some of the old images of the past, and you are beginning to be respectable. But in your own interior, in your health, physical and mental health, you are having some troubles. You are getting out of them. You have a Six of Swords. Six of Swords has to do with getting rid of problems, not facing them, just getting rid of them, just floating as this boat is doing with the swords, getting rid of entanglements and difficulties on the way. So you are driving from them, but you are not solving them. This means that probably these difficulties you are having with your own body has also to do with your mind, with your mental health. So you must be more focused on that issues, even because it's your own house, the clinic. And it also to do with work. You should be more focused on your work and not trying to get rid of it. Okay, that's what the tarot is saying to you. On the relationship, you are in this moment with a lot of solicitation. I would say that you have not one parcel, you have a lot of challenges. You don't know exactly what to do, which way to choose, which person to be with. And this is a problem. At the same time, someone is not being honest with you. There's a treasury card here in the intimacy. Probably a friend or someone very close to you, someone you love, is not being honest with you. Okay, let's see now what is the tarot advice for the social areas. So on the university you have the emperor, on the parliament you have the queen of wands, on the abbreviation you have the ace of wands, and you have the devil in the temple. Okay, so this means that you are dealing in your own intellectual development, in your studies. You are dealing with the strength position. Okay, you are being very very known of your own craftsman. You know exactly what you are doing. You are studying your probably challenges that someone is giving to you on your work, and you are studying them in a profound way. Also, you are in this phase of your life very open to study a lot more, to learn, and essentially to see things from different angles and perspectives, which is very important in the area you are working on. On the public image, you are the Queen of Wands, which means that you are seen as a working person with a lot of personality and has no problem in getting into more work, and you pass a stable image, a strength image. Also, you know exactly what you want and where you want to go, and this is the image you have, okay, in public terms. In the aggregation, you have the Ace of Wands, which means that you want to do something, you want to build something, and you will do it because this is an action card. You have the Ace, but this manifestation is in the wrong place, because the most important thing here is what is your ideal, what you should give to someone, and not exactly the strength to do it. Because when we think about these cards, the Ace of Wands, it has to do with doing something, and that is not very important when we talk about friendships. It's more important what we intend to do and the way you passed it. But it is a strong card in order to change your own energy towards something new. Okay, so in the temple you have a major arcana, which is the devil, and that is signifying here in the 12th position that in some way you are still enslaved of some kind of way of thinking in a spiritual way. So you are not opening to transformation, to subconscient and inconscient travelings, and you are focused in some kind of idea that you have from the past that is not helping you to develop to new stages of vibration and to learn new things in spiritual way. Okay, so let's get some clarification on the moon, which is on the third house, the house of communication, and also because it's a major arcana, and also in the 12th position in the temple, what this devil means, okay? So let's see what the light seers will bring to us, okay? Okay, so let's get some advice or some clarification here. So we have the Temperance, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. They will dispose also the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and then Eight of Wands. Okay, so this devil is clarified by the Temperance, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. I would say that you are in a rush to evolve in the spiritual way, and also you are very determined to do it. But at the same time, you should be patient. What the tarot is saying to you is that you will not get enlightenment if you still have these entanglements. You should be patient to transform your own energies. This is the way to transform you spiritually. Okay, so spirituality will not develop itself if you don't have patience and temperance. Okay, so this is the advice. In order to clarify this moon, you have the Five of Pentacles, which is a void. You're seeing here the void. Okay, you are being drawn to something which is a void, which is something negative. Also, the Seven of Wands says that you are facing too many battles at the same time, and you have the need to talk about it, but you can't talk about it because you are in this void. So what the tarot is saying to you is to have patience once more, but in time you will talk, in time you will communicate, because you have the Eight of Wands here, okay? So just be patient. Patience, it's what the tarot is saying to you, okay? Let's get a final advice from the Twin Tarot Oracle cards deck. Okay, so let's get one. We have the Hermit upright, and this has to do with you because it's your energy. So be the Hermit. Use your time wisely, and you will overcome all your difficulties, and you will obtain your goals. Okay, this is the advice. So I see you next time. So bye, Virgo. I see you next time. Okay, in October.